I mean, literally one point I had to get running a 3-wheeled weed whacker bicycle.
Welcome to another amazing episode of Moto Stories with Unkie Phil. Anytime John McElfresh is here.
You say it's amazing. Let's see if that's
We set a high standard.
Yeah,
we set a very high standard around here.
We'll see.
Because as you can tell by the emptiness of our glasses, by the amount of air in our vessel, you can tell that we're probably going to be a little more animated, maybe a little more entertaining. But I do want to remind folks that we do run a shop, and for years you helped us out.
Yep.
Like, you were our guy in the back. You were our mechanic.
I mean, it was, we started out, there were 3 or 4 mechanics at one point. Then we dwindled down, then it was 1, it was 2, then it was just me for a while.
It was. I think you scared the other guys off. I honestly do.
You think that's my
Yeah, because you're a scary guy to work with. Okay, you know everything about the motorcycles, first of all. Second of all, you're very fast. Like, you work really quick. So these other guys were a little bit scared. They were a little intimidated.
In all fairness, too, that was a time I was in like extreme physical condition. I had just come out of the police academy.
That's right, yeah.
So it was like 2009. I had been running 3 times a day. I was the epitome of health at that point. So I had a lot of go get 'em.
Yeah, and remember that our shop, when we started, just due to logistics, we started as a scooter shop that had a motorcycle problem, and we became a motorcycle shop that had a scooter problem. And when John worked for us, we were absolutely still Pride of Cleveland Scooters, celebrating our 25th anniversary this year.
Yeah.
So, but Pride of Cleveland Scooters, people think it's going to be like, oh, scooter shop, it's going to be cool and European. We're going to hang out and smoke like Galoises and shit.
We're listening to ska all day long. We're just hanging out. Hey, you want to have a cocktail? Sure, why not?
It's okay. It's just a scooter shop. No big deal. Yeah. But what people don't realize is it's a nonstop hustle.
Holy shit.
You know, we skint that cat both ways.
You broke me.
Well, okay. For the record, you got to think about when we're in the summertime, it's all about getting bikes out the door, right? Yeah. It's all about
pretty much this time of year.
Yeah. Right now,
spring has sprung.
Go. And the game is every single person thinks that they're your only person, and every single person thinks that we exist to give you your bike to you as fast as humanly possible. But sometimes parts take weeks to show up. And sometimes things are broken that can't be fixed overnight.
Well, I mean, think about it this way.
Yeah.
Say your mission on a Saturday is to change the tires on your motorcycle. And how long is that going to take you?
No big deal.
It's you're in your garage, you're diddling around, you might crack a beer, turn the music on, you get your tools out, you jack the bike up. Before you know it, you've blown 4 or 5 hours.
You haven't even gotten close to the lug nuts yet.
Yeah. Well, at the shop, that shit's got to be done in about an hour and a half because the customer is waiting. And that's like tires off, change, put back on, test ride, paperwork done.
Yeah.
Invoice hours, like you are hustling your ass
Well, John, even after I tell the customer that it's going to take an hour and a half to do the back tire on their bike.
They're coming back in an hour.
They're literally going, half an hour is my bike done yet?
Yeah.
Even though I told them it's going to be an hour and a half.
I drank my coffee. Are my tires on yet?
That's exactly it. So it is, sometimes it's terrible because being the guy who's running the shop, I got to constantly think about like, okay, what is John's status at this moment?
Meltdown.
But what can he take right now?
There was a year of my life when I had to just go full robot.
Right.
Just full fucking grab tools, lay the tools out.
And if you haven't changed the tire on a bike whose tire hasn't been changed in 7 years, you're not living.
Oh.
Because they turn to wood.
Oh.
And when somebody goes, okay, well, all you did was change my tire. Well, yeah, changing your tire took 7 goddamn hours.
Yeah, there's only a handful of people in Cleveland who can put a tube in a tire without pinching it and get it done in an hour and a half.
Right, that's absolutely true. Normally when I give a job to somebody and I say, okay, well there's a tire that needs a tube put in, I'll bring in 2 tubes because I know they're gonna pinch one of them. But that was the thing about having John in the shop, is he gave me confidence.
I will throw in a quick tech tip there. The never more than 12 o'clock rule.
Yes.
When you were using tire levers and you were trying to get them on, always stop at 12 o'clock.
Stop at 12 o'clock.
Never go over.
If you go over,
that's when you pinch the tube. So you just go like this and go like this. You're not allowed to go over.
No, if you go over to the point where you're like leaning on it, you probably pinch the tube. And you won't know that you pinched the tube until you get the whole bike built again, and it's out in the hands of the customer, and he gets 1 mile away from your shop, and he has no more air.
It might not be a good pinch.
No,
it might just be a little tiny pinch. So you filled it up. It seemed like it was good. You bounced it up and down as you do.
Yeah.
So that's fucking good.
Yeah.
Threw it on the bike. Well, an hour later, guy comes back. What the fuck?
So would you say
Excuse my language, by the way.
Would you say that when you worked at the scooter shop, things were easier?
That was one of the hardest jobs I had in my life.
I'm gonna say, like, despite the fact that everybody...
I mean, at one point, I literally took 5 bikes. I started on a Monday, and by Friday, I had rebuilt the motors on 5 bikes in 1 week.
It is insane.
Bike a day.
So don't think for a second that because there aren't 97 Harley Davidsons parked out in front of the shop. I have a little bit of an insider scoop for you. Working on Harleys is crazy easy. Harley Davidsons are the simplest motors ever built. We can do a Harley motor much faster than we can do.
Hey, you're at a Harley dealership. All you work on is Harleys. So you've got it all figured out. It's like the Toyota. You were talking about the Toyota guy. Well, all he does is work on Toyotas, and he was sent to Toyota school.
Yep.
Well, I mean, literally, one point I had to get running a 3-wheeled weed whacker bicycle. I'm like, this is what it's come to? You'll just give me anything.
Well, hold on, John. That's wintertime. Now, in wintertime, we'll work on damn near anything.
Now you're supporting the whole fucking shop.
Yes, it's true.
Okay? Because wintertime, there's no sales.
We ain't selling nothing.
Bikes. So you're back there in the service department. You're literally the only one working.
That's it.
Everybody out here, it is a bohemian.
Oh, no. Out in the showroom, there's nothing happening.
Well, let's reorganize the jackets.
Right.
Let's, maybe we'll do some inventory.
We're smoking cigarettes and listening to ska, and John's in the back killing himself.
What are you going to make for lunch? What?
We're going to roll the grill out later. Yeah, but not kidding. In the wintertime, we have to work on the weird shit. In the wintertime, we accept all comers. Yeah, in the wintertime...
If their money's green, we're working on it.
Yeah, in the summertime, I won't touch a bike that's over 14 years old because there's 3 weeks of bikes lined up. But I'll tell you, in the wintertime, we work on damn near anything. And John was on the...
It's tough when you're the only mechanic and you got 3 people ganging up on you. Fuck.
That might have happened. Damn. Oh, man. Well, here's to you, John. Cheers. Thanks for being a good friend. And with that, remember to ride fast and take chances. We don't have to sing it out. You know it's coming. And subscribe to the damn channel for all.